Welcome, everyone. Today is September 5th, and this is the regular monthly session of Watch Cheryl Scrap Live. And it is actually the second session of me being over at Sweet Shop and designing there. And tonight I'm going to be scrapping with a collection that's coming tomorrow night. So this is a little peeky first edition by Amanda Yee and Meagan's Creations. And I'm going to be scrapping this picture of my husband with that kit. And I'll let you watch and see how it unfolds.
It is a fun kit. It's going to be fun because it's just such a girly kit. And the picture of your husband is just so not.
Right. He's like, no, don't want to do that. And I will be, I use mostly ACDC just to view the kit itself. That's on my second monitor, but I'll give y'all a peek of that in just a second. So you'll know where I'm pulling from because you won't see both screens. I'm just pulling everything out of the folders now.
Oh, because he is your first edition husband, says Kim.
Oh, he is.
Hopefully, he's your only edition husband.
Yeah,
Who wants to start over?
no, not me.
Oh.
What's prompted this whole entire layout, when I saw the preview, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to use this because yesterday, Tuesday, I went to get my hair done. And I was talking to my hairdresser and I was saying, how I told Jay if something happens to him, I'm just going single. I'm not doing any dating or anything like that. And Krista was like, because he's a unicorn. There's not another one like him in the world. He's such a nice
Aw.
guy. He has a good job. I mean, he does anything and everything to keep me from hurting myself, my back. If he's worried, he knows I'm not feeling well. He brings me flowers and little tiny trinkets and treats all the time. So yeah, I'd be hard pressed to find another like him.
Well, he also wears funny Halloween teeth just for fun to make you laugh.
Yes, he does.
He does all the stuff. Ooh, Renee said she had to finish a few stitches on her counted cross stitch before she came. What are you cross stitching, Renee? Is it a landscape? Is it a specific photo?
Well, okay. Here we go.
A rare find. Aww.
They're just so cute.
It's adorable.
It's just, I mean, it's just going to be a cute little page, I think.
It really is.
Let's throw these up here. Let's do kind of like let's do a vertical.
Ooh, vertical.
Vertical, she says. Vertical.
Vertical.
Mm-hmm. Like the colors of this.
Jan, you should always still count your anniversaries. It would be 56 today with her Steven that she misses.
Oh,
You count them,
I
every
know.
single one.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to put a pretty big shadow on this. I want to make it look like I really put it up on some little pop dots.
Renee says her cross stitch is something she started and never finished from probably 25 years ago.
Oh,
About Ohio.
did I inspire her?
Ooh.
Because we talked about cross stitching, that she used to do it a lot. And of course, since got to have the unicorn.
Well, you gotta have the unicorn. That's like the rule,
You gotta have a
right?
unicorn. I'm gonna put him down here, and I'm calling it a him because I can.
Might as well.
Might as well. All right, let me go back up here and check to see. I really like this flower. Let's see what happens when I bring this down to like 90%. Ooh, I like that. And let's pull in this happy blue. And we'll make that be like 93%. Yes, I like these. I like these. Yes,
Aw,
yes,
the
yes.
unicorn is so cute.
It's like so cute. So cute.
Renee says, yes, you did inspire her.
I am so glad. I will be expecting pictures because I love to ooh and ah over my
I'll be expecting pictures. Oh,
apology. I
goodness
need
gracious.
pictures or it didn't happen. I need to post the one that I'm working on for Olivia, which is the yarn party, which is a bunch of little kitty cats and yarn, balls of yarn, and she loves to crochet and she loves kitty cats. And I knew there was no way I could hide it from her because I stitch all the time. So I was like, okay, this is a Christmas present. And
Don't
now,
look.
don't look. But then I post them, I'm always posting them on Facebook. Here's my update.
You're like,
Um,
don't watch my Facebook.
don't look. Look away. Hey, look
Kath
away.
says her 49th wedding anniversary is December 17th, but it sure does not feel that long. And all her
Aw.
drives are red. She needs to move things off. I feel that. I hate when all my drives are red or they're getting close to it.
He's the OG. He's the original.
The OG.
The OG.
I love it.
Mm, there's no one like you. Boy, I have to tell you, I had so many old layouts to post,
Mhm.
and I still am not quite through. I don't think I need to go back through the folder one more time and make sure I posted everything. But I had other things I was worried with
Mhm.
for a while there. So that's all right. Okay, why you want to do that? Do y'all ever do stuff like this? Okay, I didn't want to do that. Okay, here we go. Let's try that again. Mm-mm-mm.
So did I tell you that Matthew started cross country?
No, how's he doing?
He could be faster.
Well, I guess that's one way to say it. He could be faster, but
He
he's holding
could.
back. He's holding
No.
back.
Well, so he's got really long legs, right?
Right.
But he doesn't use them. So, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's like he's running with half his leg. And I'm like,
You're like,
dude, use your full gait. If you would use your full legs and like stretch those legs out, you'd
right?
be super fast.
And he's like, no, I'm not
But
going to
he's
be
just like,
super
nah, I'm
fast.
happy today. Okay, so seriously, this is the best story about today. Today, he decides that he's running and he's running with his friend from another school. He's like, he comes up and we're like, Matt, go faster. He's like, I found a friend. I'm like, if you have time to talk, dude.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
that's cool. Talk after the race. Go faster.
You got to win.
Yeah, I don't expect him to win, but I expect him to do a little better every race. And so far, he's doing worse every race. I'm
Race.
like, this isn't how it's supposed to go. You're not supposed to sit out there chit-chatting away with everybody. But he always gets to the end, and I'm always proud of him because when he gets to the end, number one, I'm proud because he always finishes. But he gets to the end and he'll see what kids are around him, and he'll just like put on the speed, and then he will use his long legs and
Right.
pass like one or two, sometimes three people at the very end. I'm like, huh?
You're like,
Oh, he says
what?
that's because he's pushing himself.
Ah.
Like, push yourself earlier in the race, dude.
But that's
So
good that he's
Cass,
finding that.
Allison actually left TLP and she's over at Sweet Shop now. So that's why her MPM stuff is no longer at the other store. Also, Allison popped in. She says her second unicorn is now asking why she's not scrapping pictures of him right now. Thanks, Cheryl.
I'm so sorry. I don't know if I can get you out of that one.
You got a lot of good stories. Just like copy one of your Facebook posts and just put it on a page and be like, I am scrapping. What do you mean?
Yeah, because, you know, we're extra, like, right? We have to do the extra stuff because, I don't know, scrapbookers are extra. But people who share their stuff on Facebook, that is a way of memory keeping.
Yes.
So,
As long as, and I tell everybody this, as long as you don't delete the photo you put on Facebook because Facebook compresses the heck out of it and then it's not worth the photo anymore.
right.
And that just makes me sad if you lose your photos like that.
Yeah, don't. They're just there for sharing.
Yes. But it's great to share because you share a lot of really good stories that way and stuff, which
Well,
is always good.
it's been a little hard when they come up and they're a mama, and I'm like, oh, I gotta live with that one without that today. I
Yeah.
didn't want to be reminded of that. But then there are times I'm like, oh my gosh, that was a great memory, and I'm so glad we did that. And yeah,
Yeah.
but
Well, for us, it's been a great thing when we see little memories like that pop up now. I mean, we're a year out now, so we've had a little
yeah,
bit of that healing time and space, but yeah. Allison says you should be sorry.
she'd be very sorry if she would send me a picture. I could scrap live a picture of him, make a lovey-dovey page for her.
Oh, there you go. Just have Cheryl send you this whole page and just replace the photo and be like, "What do you mean I didn't scrap you?"
It's like,
He's not gonna
what?
know. It's not gonna be like you're both gonna put it up. It's not like could you see both unicorns putting the same picture up and being like, "My wife did this for me," and be like, "Wait a second,
Wait a second. That looks just like
plagiarism,
mine.
AI, who did this?" Oh goodness. Yeah, Renee says she scraps photos from Facebook all the time. Most are still a good size to scrap. Once in a while, my cousin uploads a really small photo. It may not actually be her uploading it. It can just be that literally Facebook just compresses. Like if I go
Yeah,
back and try and grab some of my, especially the older photos, then they're like horribly compressed. So they're teeny tiny. Some of them do still come through as a good size to scrap. And I agree with that. And any photo is better than no photo or no memory. So even words are just good to be able to pull. Allison says she's sold. I guess you're
sold.
sending over the template so she can just replace the picture. Oh, goodness.
Like, it's just going sold to the lovely young lady across the
Yeah.
pond.
Across the pond?
Well, that was
Pond
an
are you
English thing
crossing?
to say. More,
The
she's
Mississippi?
yes, across waters, many miles
Many
separated.
miles. Yes.
I
Yes.
didn't say my brain was working correctly yet.
Shh. Shh, nobody noticed but me.
Shh, nobody.
And I just know a little too much about geography to be like, wait, there are no lakes. Like, you don't even have Great Lakes between you two. Come on.
Nope.
Just some
Nope.
fun little lakes.
All right. I'm adding the little paper with the
Rainbow.
yes. Okay, I think I'm gonna take out the original and I'm gonna put in um hmm, hmm,
So many ponds.
hmm.
Isn't it funny though? Because I've always wondered, because I've never been to Europe, but I've seen geography. But I'm like, why do they call the Atlantic Ocean a pond? Because I'm sorry, it's way, way bigger than any lakes or ponds we have over here. What are they thinking ponds look like over there?
Like, yeah, what size?
You
Okay,
know,
so
when
I'm
you
gonna
just think
say
about things like that.
he is a unicorn. How about that?
He is a unicorn. You know the huge
Uh,
irony of if you gave her the exact same layout and just switched out the photo, the fact that it's like unique, one of a kind, a rare find.
right. It's like
Like,
not
there would
really.
just be something ironic, and underneath, I would just giggle every time I thought about it.
Yeah. Just like that's not unique.
It's
Someone
not as
else.
unique as you think. But don't worry, you're still unique to me.
Da, da, da.
This is a good idea because I always see kits like that, and I'm like, they're so cute, but then I never think of how to use them.
Every once in a while, I get like inspired, and but it's I don't know. I was in a mojo slump for a really long time there, and I feel very good now. I feel like my mojo's coming back.
That's
Got some
always
cute
good.
templates coming this week. Yes, yes.
This kit is called limited edition or
Mhm.
first edition?
First edition.
First edition. It is coming out tomorrow from Laura Wilkerson and
Nope.
Amanda Yee. No,
No,
Megan's
Amanda.
Creations and Amanda Yee.
Yep, you got it.
Is it Yee?
Yee!
Okay.
Yeet! I'm
So it's not
sorry.
out yet, Jan, but it'll be out tomorrow. It'll be a new release tomorrow.
I usually try not to, um,
Get ahead.
yeah, I try not to torture y'all. Um, but
She enjoys it though, so don't believe her.
yeah.
She loves being the first to be like, check this out. I get to use this kit so far, and you guys haven't seen it yet. Just kidding.
Nanny boo boo, nanny boo
That's
boo.
totally not who Cheryl is. I've heard her talk herself out of a kit going, well, but it's not live yet, so they can't go get it if they want it. So I'm just going to wait. I'm like, no, use it anyway.
Do it anyway, Cheryl.
Do it anyway.
Do it. Courtney, she keeps me in trouble. She's like, just do it. Do it. You know you want to.
I keep a lot of people in trouble, supposedly. I don't know
He
how that works, but
is the
okay.
unicorn. Okay, this was supposed to be a vertical layout, and you notice what has happened. It's just become the normal for Cheryl. Let's use
Well,
up all the space.
but it still is very vertical, like, because you still have that very big strip of white on the left. And then on the right, you do have that little bit of scatter that overlaps, but it's still very more vertical, because you
Huh,
almost touch top to bottom.
it's true. I need to get. I wanted it to be on top of the unicorn, and I can't find the unicorn. There it is.
I can't find the unicorn.
There's the unicorn. It's hiding.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Okay, let's go back and see if there's anything else I want to add because I did not use nearly everything. Oh, I got to put some more flowers in here. Okay. Yeah, because I need some blue down at the bottom because of that ribbon. It needs some balance there. little bit more. There's a little bit there.
Yep. You got that
Purpley.
little blue running around the edge, but adding a
Yeah.
little bit to the middle.
Okay. So
I
that's
got you.
good. Yeah. That's good. And let's see. Let's do a pink one down there too.
So do you want to know what
Cute
drives me
one.
nuts lately?
What?
So this is not meant to be offensive. It's just the issue that I'm having with it, okay? So my mother and my father have an iPhone. And when they send me pictures through text, the dang Apple device makes them all teeny tiny and sends them to me. And then I can't do anything with them because they're like old BlackBerry first freaking digital camera size. I'm like, what is this crap? Why does this happen? And so we've Googled it and Googled it and Googled it, and it's Apple. It's because Apple makes it small to send it to Android because they're jerks. Sorry, I have nothing against Apple. Apple works for some people, but the fact that they send it to me small just makes them jerks. Because when I send my pictures from Android to them, they're not small.
You're like, this needs to stop.
And that's
It's
after having
madness.
to buy a stupid plugin so I could see their other new format thing that they made with whatever it's called. Yeah.
Yes.
So speaking of photos and irksome things, that's my irksome thing, is why Apple feels the need to make it small to send it to an Android. My phone works just fine. Thank you very much. Oh, I like the banner.
I was going to put it
Hi,
down on the
Jennifer.
bottom, but you can't really see it. So I was like, yeah,
it
you
kind of
need to put it up
disappears.
here. Yeah. All right. And I think I'm going to, let's see, I think I may do some journaling over here. Just not on a label, maybe.
Renee says those are the ones that are small that my cousin uploads. Any they take with a camera are just fine. Yep. Yeah, Kim, Apple screws up videos to send them to Android also. It is an Apple thing. So, yeah, emailing works, but the last time they tried to send me like a bunch of pictures from our cruise, what ended up happening is they literally had to send me a link to like their Apple photos or something, and we had to download them. Totally, it was weird. It was a lot, and it drove me nuts. But it was a whole thing. It drove me nuts. And also trying to talk your parents into how to do this is even more obnoxious because I have to Google directions because I don't have an Apple, and that makes it even worse. So Kim has a sweet shop question. She added a layout to the gallery. How do I put it in a forum thread? So what I do is I right click on it in the gallery and copy the what's it called? The image link. Copy image link, and then you go into the forum and you press, which button is it that you put? Hold on. Hold please. Let me bring it
He
up
is
and I
a
can tell you.
uniform.
Oh, it is the little mountain postcard picture. You click that and you just paste your URL in there. And then if you want to link it, you just select that whole link and you push the little world linky button next to it. But if you want to send me a chat, I'll send you screenshots on how to do it because I can't remember. Actually, I think I have a little video that I did for somebody once upon a time that I can send you.
Okay, let's see.
I'm very creative, so no matter where you find me, I'm best see in scrapbooking galleries. Melinda says her sister-in-law has an iPhone, and when she gets the full-size pics of the grandbaby from him, they're stupid HEIC format. Yes, I bought this stinking HEIC format converter, and then I convinced my mom to change him out of that, and that worked great. But then her phone updated, and when it updated, it like undid the whole thing again, and then it was all back. And I was like, okay, it is cheaper for me to pay the 99 cents to be able to look at these dang photos than to talk her how to do that all over again. Oh goodness gracious.
Okay, there's that. Oh, what a cute thing. Dun, dun, dun. Should I put it up there? Should I put it over here? I want it to go here, so I'm going to have to move some stuff. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't think I can actually post a link in the chat, or I would for you. Sorry about that.
It won't let you link.
No.
We've got to
Um,
figure that out for next time.
yeah. So my video is using Imgur because I was showing somebody how to post it from Imgur, but it's the exact same thing. You just use the Sweet Shop link from the gallery, if that makes sense. So if you can follow that, if not, I could make another video. They don't take long.
Mm,
I don't do them enough, but they really don't take long. I'm not like Cheryl and all fancy schmancy.
fancy schmancy.
You are. You do like fancy schmancy showing your layouts and stuff. Yeah.
Mm, I need to do some tutorials. I don't know why. Just feel like it's like people need to know how to do this, that, and the other.
You know what's funny? One of my most popular videos is one that I made on how to post to the lily pad gallery. That's one of my most popular videos. I'm like, really? Of like all the things I've done, that's the one that's the most popular?
Yeah. Well, because
That
people
makes
need
me.
to know.
Mhm.
Okay, is that 12:24? Okay. I gotta put in, let's see. Was that really?
I
Is that
hope
really
forums
in
are not going out of style, Cass,
2021? Hmm.
because they are not my favorite.
Okay, this is when hubby was 52. Good gravy.
I found Jan over, so I think I can send my little video to you. I just didn't find Kim yet.
You didn't find her?
No.
All right. So, do we have any new peeps, or is it the regular peeps that are with us tonight? Our regular peoples.
I can't remember where it shows me who's watching. I know who's chatting. We've got Allison and Renee have a Dr. Pepper. We've got Melinda Staley. We got Kath. We've got Jan Markley and Kim.
Yeah, I think that's the same peoples. That's very good.
See, Kim, I just have to spell your name correctly instead of spelling it wrong. She's like, I'm Kim this. And yeah, I'm looking back and I'm like, oh, helps if I don't miss that N in the middle of there. That it makes it a little easier to find you. Oh
Let's go down
goodness.
some. Now I was going to work on some shadows, and I didn't know if I needed to do some explanation as to what I was doing.
I don't think so.
I think
Cass
everybody.
says she's a regular complainer because she doesn't take change well. You
Oh,
know, Facebook isn't my favorite because I feel like you don't get the same discussions because threads don't stay. They like kind of just disappear all the time. And that's kind of obnoxious. So I'm with you on hoping that things don't all go over to Facebook. But I do like Facebook, or actually, I like Instagram for being able to look at all of the um, like it pages really quickly and be able to get inspiration. So there's goods and bads to both.
yeah.
It's for Kim in Grapevine, Texas. Yeah, I've I've just always read it as Kimming.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Well, because
And
you're
so
like looking for the, you know, easy way to say it, like an acronym or something.
mhm. I
Yeah.
get that. I get that. And then you're like, how did that work? Oh goodness.
Well, we, moved and we're living in my grandma's house, and we had to, change the electricity over, which my mother had never done. So it was in her name, and it was still in my grandma's name. We'll get it out here in a second, people. Sorry. Um, but they put in my name when I called as Sherl, Cheryl. It's not capitalized, it's all lowercase. Last name's correct. So I've called them. I have sent them messages. I have tried to chat with them. All to no avail. I'm still Cheryl. They send me a bill. There it is, Cheryl. I don't know why it bothers me so badly, but I'm like, how can you not change someone's name on their account?
Right.
They can't do it. You call them on the phone and they're like, well, we'll have to contact our department. I'm like, Jesus, you just don't have an edit button? You know, do,
Yeah.
do you have a
Yeah. Like,
supervisor or something?
can you just not fix that one little spot?
Right. Just,
Oh goodness.
yeah. So, you know, but for the most part, considering all the address changes and stuff that we had, it went pretty smoothly.
That's good.
And I was really impressed with the post office. And they actually have this, um, you can get a daily digest to see what's coming to you in the mail.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is fantastic. How did I not know about this? Probably because I'd been living in the same place for 30 years. Did not know it was an option.
I like it. What's funny is when you're getting like packages like Shutterfly books and stuff, it just
Uh-huh.
says something that cannot be scanned.
Yes.
And I never know if it's going to be like my Kroger coupons because they're too big, or if it's going to be something like a Shutterfly book.
Yeah.
So I have to laugh because Kim added to her post as if I'm the only Kim in Grapevine.
She
Oh,
is. She's
totally.
the
You're the only
only
one that
one we
matters, right?
know. She's the only one we know.
Oh, Jennifer wrote she has the same issue with McDonald versus MacDonald versus McDonald all lowercase versus MacDonald. Yeah. I used to tease my husband. Part of the reason I married him was so that I didn't have to deal with the is there a space in your last name or is there no space in your last name? Did the computer decide to split it up so now your last name is the Mac and or the your middle name's Mac and your last name's Donald? You know. Yeah. I'm like, no, no,
Right.
it's very simple. I have to spell it for everybody, but it's
Um,
short and sweet.
like, that's it.
That's it. Much easier. Not as many issues anymore.
Oh, it's so nice when you can put custom shadows on things so easily, and then it's just like everything pops. It just starts to look so happy.
Those books are so cute.
One of a kind, original, work of art, special and unique.
Special and unique.
Special and unique. That's what you
Unique.
are. I'm going to be interested to see how my husband responds to this.
One of the one of the challenges for Sweet Shop's summer challenge thing was tongue twisters, and it made me think back to when I was in drama school. Well, in drama in high school, and we used to do tongue twisters, and one of them was Unique New York. So unique like makes me think of that a lot of times. Unique New York.
How do you catch a unique rabbit?
I don't know how.
Unique up on him.
goodness.
I know. I'm sorry. I like
Oh, that's
corny
awesome.
little jokes. I drive my family crazy with my stupid little jokes. Yes, I am in middle school.
Hey, but at least you're not a middle school boy.
Sometimes I am.
Okay.
Does it involve a poot? Yes, I'm gonna laugh. Has somebody fallen and hurt themselves desperately? But the way they went out was so fantastic. I'm gonna laugh about it. Yes, that's me. I'm gonna laugh about it.
Yeah, those ones I will. I'll make sure you're not dead and dying and you don't need any extra help, and then I'll laugh.
Yeah, like, oh my goodness.
Brett snorted, so well done, Cheryl.
He snorted because I will laugh at the injuries
Prob-
of others. Oh, look,
I'm
she
sure it
broke a
was your
leg.
unique joke.
Oh, unique up on him. I'll have
You
to,
unique up on him.
yeah, I'll have to send you a fabulous one later, Allison. It's not appropriate for recording.
It's not appropriate.
I mean, it's not, my goodness, it's not that terrible, but it's just, do I want that floating out on YouTube for 20 years?
Yeah. Yeah, probably not one you want out there forever.
Mm,
Yeah, my husband likes to walk around and randomly bring home dad jokes, and I'm just like, "Really? That was the one you chose today?"
yes,
Some of them are funny, but some of them I'm just like, "Wait, really?"
that one. So, have you watched anything or read anything interesting lately?
Okay. So, I watched a documentary on HBO about Action Park in New Jersey,
Mhm.
which they used to call Class Action Park, and the documentary might actually be called Class Action Park. I can't remember. They used to also call it Traction Park.
Oh,
And I'd heard of this very vaguely before, and basically it's a theme park where there were like no rules and nobody was paying attention and crazy things would happen. And I feel bad because like some people died and you're like, "Oh, that's really sad." But then you also had kids who would get like rug burns from going down a slide and ending up on the rocks because they didn't put the right end at the end.
oh
And
no.
then they would go down multiple times and you're like, "But you went down again.
Why did you do it
Why did you do it
again?
again?" Like apparently it was this big thing in New Jersey and New York that you survived Action Park. That was like part of your 80s childhood. And I'm like, I'm kind of sad that I never went to this place, but at the same time, I'm really glad that I didn't. So it was
One
very
of
fascinating to hear how the guy developed it and how he had some investors who came along who've invested in like crazy things and they were like, "Yeah, no, this park is a little too much and a little too risky."
yeah, like we're not gonna do that.
So, and that's probably been one of the most fascinating things I've watched lately.
I watched a. Hang on, let me think of what it was called.
Ooh, Shannon's stopping by on her way home from a tractor show. Are you buying a tractor or just looking at them because they're pretty? I'm just wondering if you're in the market.
Why do I feel the need to hum or sing when I do this? Okay, so the
Well,
documentary that I watched was about Daphne du Maurier, who wrote Rebecca.
okay.
And so then after I watched that, I had to watch the Hitchcock version of Rebecca. This is so good with Laurence Olivier in it. And
I didn't I don't know that I knew there was a Hitchcock version.
yep, there is, and it's very good. I liked it. So, but it was very interesting to read about her life and um, her, finding her way in the world. And, yeah. All right, I think I'm done.
Finding her way in the world, huh?
Yep, discovering herself and that kind of thing.
Cool.
So, all right. Well, this is my final layout. I'm gonna call it "He is a Unicorn." That's what I've titled it. What?
The way you said this is my final layout, it's like, you're not quitting, girl.
No, no. This is the the final. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore.
Okay. Final version.
Yeah.
It
And what
looks
I
cool.
like about this recording directly onto YouTube is that I have to wait and do the editing and all that fun stuff, which is not so fun.
Nope. We just have to be more
Yeah.
careful what we say.
Yeah. I'm like, maybe we ought not publish that one.
So, in case you were wondering, because Allison and I both wanted to know more about tractor shows, Shannon did buy the Pyrex. There's flea market vendors and tractor pulls, and the steam engines were really cool. Okay, tractor pulls are cool. We get them
Yeah.
at our state fairs, and it's how you know you're in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Tractor pulls are regular events, you know?
Oh, see, I told a fib. I'm not finished. I was sitting here looking at this and I was like, I need that needs
I
a
tried to distract you with the
I
tractor
know
stuff.
you did. I know you tried to help me, but alas and alack.
Alas and alack.
All right, guys. Well, this has been lots of fun.
Thanks
But
for
it is
hanging out with
time to
us.
go. Um, just time to go. Oh, ask Shannon if she bought um, vintage Pyrex or new Pyrex.
Ooh, good question.
I'm guessing from a flea market, it may have been
Vintage.
vintage.
Renee says they have tractor pulls at their county fair every year too.
Oh, she doesn't even have to go there.
Nope. She says she hears them every year.
I could just walk outside.
Yeah. That's what I appreciate about my city fireworks, that I can just sit on my lawn in my lawn chair and watch them, and then I sit and watch the traffic of everybody else stuck in going
Yeah.
home,
See,
and I
okay,
watch them
next
passing.
4th of July, I need to come to your house and
You
I'll just
should.
be like, we're going out to watch the fireworks with
Mhm.
Courtney and her family, and we'll go out into the backyard and then we'll come in and eat more.
Yes, it's enjoyable, and you go back into, well, the last 2 years it's been hot, so you go back into the air conditioned, and you just watch out the window and watch everybody because it's
Right.
fun. Ooh, she says vintage. And Renee lives
Ooh.
a mile north of the fairground, so she hears it all. Melinda says she may have to venture to the state fair at the end of the month by herself. It's been a long time since she's been to the big fair. Go, find something absolutely disgusting that you really shouldn't eat and eat it anyway. Just to
Yes.
say you did, and take a picture and then document it and be like, yeah, I went to the fair and I ate fried dill pickle potato chips wrapped in a hot dog bun. I don't know.
Right.
They come up with crazy things every year at the Indiana
They
State Fair.
do
It's really weird.
the weirdest things, and they're like, no, no, we must go further.
Yes. Yes. Last year we did deep fried Oreos. This year we're going to take it a step further and do this too. And you're just like,
I
okay.
actually tried the deep fried Oreos when
And
we
what did
went
you think?
to it was the fair for the Peanut Festival in Dothan that we go to.
Hmm.
We don't go every year, but I'm hoping to go this year because my cousin's little girl is Little Miss Houston County, and she'll be
Aw.
competing to
You have to go.
be Little Miss Peanut Festival or whatever it is. So we get to go and enjoy. She's the cutest little thing. But, um, so I'd like to do that.
Oh,
Oh,
Renee
I'm
sees the
wondering,
4th fireworks from her front yard too.
should I
Kim
change
says,
this to black and white?
no, you should leave it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
We're like,
Kim says
no, I'm
Texas
sure.
had deep fried butter one year.
Oh no, I can't do that now.
I
Yeah,
feel
I
like the
can't
butter
do
would
that now.
just melt.
Like when you bit into it, it'd just be
Yeah,
everywhere.
just like disintegrate. I mean, the flavor profile would be fine because it's just a batter, and then you'd
Right.
have butter in your batter, and it'd be like, a piece of fry bread. But
I wonder if that's what happens to it.
yeah. Melinda says she remembers seeing the deep fried butter on a stick at the last one she went to years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get more creative. They have this drink, and I can't remember what the alcohol in it is, so sorry about that. But they like pile on all the fair foods on top of it. So you basically are buying, but they always sell it by the drink. So you buy the drink and you get like a plate of food on the top. And you're just like,
Mm.
what in the world is this? Like this year there was like cotton candy on top of it and something that was deep fried and like just all this stuff. And I'm just like, that's a lot. Allison says, "Do I need to move out of the city?" No, you just need to go visit the fairs, and then you can be grateful to go back to the city and away from all us hooligans.
Yeah. You'll be like, well, that's real. That
Okay,
level of redneckness is actually real.
no, that's when you go to see the demolition derby, Cheryl. That's where the
Yeah.
redneckness is.
I like it when they have those big monster truck shows that are like
Uh-huh.
at the Civic Center. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to watch that one because how can you breathe? How can you even breathe in there? It's just a bunch of exhaust.
Well, it depends on where they hold one, because I've been to one of these big monsters, and if if they're held in a big enough venue, you actually don't smell the smoke too much because it's down away from you. But yeah,
Yeah.
it can be fun to watch the monster trucks squish the other trucks. What can I say? I really enjoy watching cars get squished, especially when I know nobody's getting hurt doing it. And if they catch on fire, even better.
Yes. Uh, Allison wants to know, do you just take bites of the deep fried butter on a stick?
Yeah, I don't know because I've never had deep fried butter on a stick. I've had the fried Oreos, and I didn't care for them because everything was mushy.
Yeah.
But Jan has a Bigfoot festival every May. I think we need to make a road trip.
Oh my gosh, Bigfoot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, does he actually show up, or does people go looking for him? Like, is there an evidence contest? Because that could be a lot of fun.
Courtney's like, I have all the questions.
Melinda says, just go to the fair, Allison. It's about an hour away from me. It was about an hour away from us when we lived in Colorado.
So she's like, just go find
Tim
one and
says,
drive.
yes, it's like bread.
Okay.
So it's like eating bread that has butter inside.
Mm. Now, I did try the deep fried Oreo and it was good.
Yeah,
It
I
was a
didn't remember
lot.
what
I
I
mean, we
had.
had to share it. It was like you get a bite. And
Yeah. Well, I made homemade funnel bread here the other day, so you know.
of course you did. Good little
They were
girl making the
individual
bread and
sized.
stuff. I'm like, nowadays with Daniel, he's here, but most of the time he's working
Not.
at night and the evening, and he's sleeping during the day most of the time. So it's just me and Jay, and we're like, gonna have a bowl of cereal.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm out of the,
Yes.
the baking business. But I
Yep.
remember when COVID happened, everybody was baking. I
Mhm.
baked bread for the first time then. Um, I made way too many loaves of banana nut bread and desserts of every kind because, we had to stay at home.
Yep.
Oh, I don't miss all that. Oh, that was
No.
terrible. All right.
Tim's.
Well, I thank you ladies so much for coming. And we will I've got to check and see what we're going to do for next month because, um,
I'm leaving.
yeah, Courtney's leaving. Courtney will be gone with her extended family um, on a cruise for a long while.
Yep.
And I hope you have a fabulous time, but I am going to miss you.
I will.
And um, yeah, but it's, digital scrapbooking day. So just keep watching my Facebook page and in the Sweet Shop forum to see when the next um, Watch Cheryl Live will be, because I'm sure I'll want to do some special sessions, but I need to make sure I have co-host, so that I have.
But I'll be back for November.
Yes, November. And then it will be almost
December.
Christmas.
Oh,
How is that
goodness.
happening so fast?
The year is almost over?
Um,
That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
Craziness. Yeah, she's going to be gone like a couple of weeks.
I am. And I get to go to New Orleans. And I signed up to do a ghost tour. Because why not? That's what you do in New Orleans, right?
Yes.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I think it's the rules.
Mm-hmm. Got to go to Bourbon Street. Well, just be careful even if you go during the day.
It should be entertaining because we already have this plan to do that, which means there's going to be a group of 19 of us walking down Bourbon Street.
Oh, yeah, they'll be like, who are these people?
And some of these people I live with or like, belong to family-wise are a little crazy.
Yeah,
So it could be a very fascinating people experience.
right. Okay. Oh, so where are you going for vacation, Renee? Or, I mean, you don't have to share if you don't want to. But she says she leaves for vacation DSD weekend.
She's had a lot planned to go to a bunch of different states she hasn't been to. Is that one of the ones?
Yeah. I'm glad she's doing that.
I think it's awesome.
Do all the things.
Do all the things, have all the fun, eat all the deep fried food,
Yes.
eat the salads at home and the deep fried foods on the road.
Oh, I have to tell you, okay, you know how I've talked ad nauseum about the estate sale that we would always go to with my mother?
Mhm.
And it's in Mobile, so it's like an hour away from us. And they're they're closing up. They're retiring. The two guys that own it. And so
No!
this coming weekend is the last weekend.
You and Anna should
And
buy it.
and I'm like, Anna, because we went we didn't go last month, but we did go in July, me and her, and we bought all the things. We're talking to Mama. We're like, okay, Mama, send us all the treasures. And so it's kind of sad because it's like my mom's like one of her
Yeah.
favorite things to do was to go off, but we're gonna go make some
Make one last
final
memory with it.
memories there, and we'll just have to find some other thing that we do once a month.
And it's almost like a way for her to say bye to you because it stayed as long as she was there.
I know.
That's
And
so
we did pick up her ashes, and we still haven't planned when it's going to be, but she wanted to be scattered throughout her garden so that whenever the flowers bloom, we think of her,
Aw.
which I think is absolutely precious, but also breaks my heart at the same time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just keep realizing more and more how awesome she was and all the things that she shared with me. And it's hard to be sad when they were all such good things and
Yeah.
fun things. I was talking to Jay. She had a skin cancer removed near her eye.
Mhm.
And so we were worried about what they were going to do, how they were going to close it up. And so we're waiting in the waiting room, and the nurse comes back to get us. And she was very solemn. Like when we checked Mama in, she was super nice and smiley. But when she came to get us, she was like all looking down and looking sad. And I was looking at Anna, and I was like, what is happening? And we get back there, and Mom's kind of got her hand up toward, like covering her eyes. And we're like, Mama, are you okay? And she's like looking down and just shaking her head. And then she looks up and just starts grinning. And I was like, I'm going to spank you like right now. You are in trouble, young lady. this was not a fun thing to joke about. And she just laughed and laughed. And then the nurse, she had coerced her into doing it. And, oh, man.
That's a great memory.
Yeah. So,
Good luck at your heart appointment, Renee.
yes, it's going to be good, Renee. It's going to be good. And then you'll get on the bus and you'll go to Cape Cod.
And have a whole lot of fun.
Yes. All right, ladies. Well, I will talk to y'all next month. And
Yes. Watch
I'm
her
sure,
socials. She'll post
yep,
where she to find and what times and
and
everything.
there's all kinds of fun stuff that's happening. So, yeah.
Yay!
Yay. All right. I'll see y'all next time.